Welcome to the Awesome Animal Adventures Club. Today we are celebrating World Honeybee Day. I'm C S Wurzberger, but my friends call me the Critter Saver because I love helping young people launch projects to protect the animals they love. Now, World Honeybee Day started back in 2009. It's an official day to honor the honeybees and the beekeepers that take care of them. It's also a day that is celebrated the third Saturday in August every single year. So also mark your calendars for next year on the third Saturday. It's a fun day to learn all about honeybees, why they are so important to us, and what you can do to also help protect them. You can also follow the link below, which will talk more and give you the history of World Honeybee Day. Now, honeybees, they have lived on the earth for millions of years. That means they've been around since the dinosaurs roamed the earth. Now, there are 7 species of honeybees and 44 subspecies living on the earth with us. But the most common is the western honeybee that lives on every single continent except Antarctica. So let's take a look at the map. They live in North America, South America, Africa, Europe, Asia, and even Australia. Like we said, everywhere except Antarctica. It's way too cold down there for them. So how about some wild and wacky facts that you can be sharing with friends and family? The honeybee is a flying insect. The honeybee is also the only insect that produces food that we eat. Now this is crazy. The western honeybee can fly up to 20 miles an hour. So the next time you're traveling in a car, have the grown-up who's driving for you bring the car up to 20 miles an hour, and that will show you how fast the honeybee can fly. Honeybees also talk to each other, whether they're giving off different odors or different chemical smells, and they also talk to each other by dancing. How cool is that? So what do honeybees look like? Now, you've already seen a few pictures of them. They're oval shaped with golden and yellow colors and brown bands. They also have brightly colored bodies, which also act as a warning to keep predators away from eating them. And also, when we see a honeybee, we usually take a step back a few. They do have stingers. Most of the time they're not interested in stinging us, but they certainly can give us a good concern and pause to give them a little bit of space. Now, they have 4 legs, 2 wings, 2 antennae, and we just talked about that stinger. So just kind of keeping your distance and watching them is the coolest way to watch a honeybee. Now let's take a listen to these honeybees. So now that you've heard the honeybees talking when they're in their hive, let's also look at what do they eat and drink. They eat a mixture of pollen and nectar. Now, pollen is just a really fine powder. You'll see it a lot of times in the plants, or you'll see the honeybees sitting on plants. They are looking for that nectar to eat. They also, they're looking for the pollen to eat. Now, the nectar is the sugar-rich liquid that the plants produce, and the bees use their long straw-like tongue to drink the nectar. Yum, yum. So here are some fun ways to celebrate World Honeybee Day. You can simply tell your friends and family about honeybees and why they're so important. We need them to help pollinate our flowers. We also need honeybees to pollinate all of our fruits and vegetables, because if they weren't here to do that, we wouldn't have fruits and vegetables and we would go hungry pretty quickly. So sharing all these fun and wild and wacky facts could be an interesting way to spend your afternoon. You can also color a picture of a honeybee. You can also plant some flowers in your garden. Or if you live in the city, you can be putting out window boxes. But the more we can do to plant flowers for the honeybees, the healthier they are going to be. So now take a little bit of time, and normally when our sessions are live, this is where we go around and everyone gets to share what you've learned in the session. So feel free to list out a few things that you've learned. You can post them over on our Facebook page at Awesome Animal Academy. Love to hear what you learned today. You can also email us over at office@awesomeanimalacademy.com. And as always, I love hearing from everyone. So thank you for joining us today as we were celebrating World Honeybee Day. Now, if you're already a member of the Awesome Animal Adventures Club, you'll be getting your email and your list showing all the events we've got coming up and your, of course, calendar. And also remember to invite your other friends to come and join us at the Awesome Animal Adventures Club. Every week we are doing something fun and learning all about animals. You just go to awesomeanimaladventures.com. So I hope you all have a super great day. Hopefully you'll get a little time to go outside, meet some honeybees, and thank them very much for pollinating all of our foods. Thanks a lot. We'll see you next time. Bye.